Hello, everyone, and welcome to the interview with The Pulse. I am joined by two of the top Halo 4 pro gamers, Ryan Geddes and Tyler Blevins. How are you guys doing tonight?
Fantastic.
It's been awesome.
Yeah.
Guys, why don't you introduce yourself to the stream for those of you who may not be familiar with the Halo scene?
Okay. I am Tyler Ninja Blevins. I'm one of the top Halo 4, just Halo streamers in general. And I've been playing competitively for 3 years. And that's pretty much it.
I'm Ryanoob and Ninja as well. I've been playing competitively for about 3 to 4 years as well. Came out in Halo 3, late Halo 3. I do stream a little bit, trying to help the community with my analyses like Day 9 does, but haven't been doing too much of those lately. Haven't had the support from the community.
Oh, so you mentioned Day 9. Do you play StarCraft 2? Do you know about StarCraft 2? What's your history with that game, if any?
Yeah, I used to love watching StarCraft 2 whenever it came out. I played a little bit of StarCraft 1, but nothing serious. When StarCraft 2 came out, I really played a lot. I played almost every day, all day, just like the pros do now. That went on for about a year, and I ended up being like top 2 in Masters, if that's any good.
It is pretty good.
I ended up beating Root Cats in a matchmaking game, so that was fun.
Yeah. My StarCraft background was pretty much like I never knew about BattleNet until like the end of Brood War, like the very end of Brood War, and I played the first StarCraft game so much, but when StarCraft 2 came out and Halo wasn't really necessarily like on the circuit, I actually started playing a lot of StarCraft as well. I made it to like just like the Platinum League, and I played it a lot. I was really doing good with macro and microing, and then Halo was finally announced. I was like, dude. No more StarCraft, which it's so difficult. It requires so much mental thought and capacity. It's just unbelievable. So I'm glad that Halo was announced.
I'm glad it was too. Now I want to ask before we get too far into discussion, what do you guys think is your most proud achievement as a gamer for MLG or for Halo?
Hold up.
Take it first.
It'd have to be my 2 wins as in Halo. My coming up and beating the biggest team in the game in Halo Reach Instinct, composed of all like veterans, with my kind of new team. They were basically amateurs until the year before, so that was probably my proudest moment.
And then my proudest moment, I have 2. One of them was my very first tournament that I ever attended, that I was actually ever attending like with a real team, like a confident, comfortable team. And I played in this Dr. Pepper 1v1 ladder on main stage against my teammate. We were in the finals. And it was the very first time I won over $1,000 at a tournament. And then my second achievement was winning Dallas, the very first Halo 4 tournament with my current team that is here today. Warriors.
Well, what was mine? Is that what you're asking?
No.
Oh, Warriors. I think I said, what were yours? Okay.
No, I said
completely. I was like, oh man,
Warriors.
dude. I'm like, I never really compete. I got like third losers or something like that. I didn't really do well back in Halo 3.
We've had worse. Everyone's been there. APG loses around 2, right?
Some of the Halo pros right now actually got worse than that.
It happens to everyone. You can't avoid it. You cannot avoid it.
Well, now that we know you a little bit, we're here to talk about the state of FPS and esports. We want to start off the discussion of why do you guys think that there's no flagship title for FPS? There's a lot of people playing multiple games, whether throughout the years it was Counter-Strike, Quake, even Halo, and a lot of people are trying to play other games nowadays with Call of Duty and Shootmania. Why do you think that the communities are so fragmented? Is there a way to unify them all under one game so that esports can have an FPS title?
Yes, I would actually love to take the answer to this question. And this has been irritating me from the very beginning of when I finally realized that I had some sort of an impact in the gaming community in general, not necessarily even just Halo. But it's really frustrating when people are saying COD this, Halo this, oh COD sucks, Halo sucks, Gears of War is the best. Or, oh, if you're a real gamer, you'll play PC, you'll play Counter-Strike, you'll play, Source, like all this stupid. It's like we're all in the same boat, same ship when it comes to we are absolutely getting dominated by games such as StarCraft and League of Legends. Like, there's no doubt about it. And that is because we are not unified. Like, we are. And the thing is there needs to be some sort of a game that has the mix of every FPS. And whether it has to be on PC or whether it comes out for, a console, like, PlayStation 3 and Xbox, whatever, like it has to be kind of like a universal thing. It has to be, you know, the leaders of every community really probably need to get together and make an announcement saying like, listen, if we want to trump League of Legends and StarCraft, like we all need to play one game, one title. And as of right now, hands down, as of right now, there isn't a title out there. The games are too different and there's too much, you know, diversity in between games. So
That was too good of an answer. I can't follow up on that.
So Ryan, I'll ask this question to you. You know, there's a lot of separation, not even within games, but even between platforms, between PC gaming and console gaming. What do you really see the differences in these two platforms, and how can they come to mutually understand? Because it just seems like, yeah, if you're a real gamer, you'll play PCs, like, but console gaming is just as hard with their own limitations. Is there a competition, or do you really respect both sides?
I respect both sides, of course, but that's coming from a console. I don't know how PC looks at console gamers. I know most of them, most of the lower tier people think that console is a lot easier. But if you actually try and play against us, it's not.
yeah.
I mean, I enjoy my PC gaming, but I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah,
Can't
no,
really go on that.
No, it's definitely, that's one of the main things people that like the arguing within the FPS community. Like I've said before, we're all in the same boat. Like we're all getting our asses kicked by, and number-wise, viewer-wise, people who are playing-wise, it isn't that bad, by League of Legends and StarCraft. And that's really one of the main reasons people argue, oh, Halo takes no skill, you need to play a real game like COD. There's too much auto-aim with a controller. Like the mouse is more precise when it comes to like a PC gamer, and like you need a little bit of an auto-aim when it comes to Call of Duty and Halo as well. So, I mean, if we can find a balance with those games, I respect both games. Like, they both take skill. The top Call of Duty team can't play Counter-Strike and destroy the top, like, Counter-Strike team. The top Halo team can't go in, you know, and, like, the top Counter-Strike team can't go into FPS games on console and destroy us. It's not going to happen because there's so much more behind it than just how easy it is to shoot. Like, that's a small aspect of the game. And, yeah.
I feel like one of the things that needs to happen for console games to become better as a community is we need developer support.
Definitely.
One of the things that Call of Duty has done so well is Treyarch has actually followed them and is implementing all the things that the competitive community wants.
Everything.
And if 343 did that for Halo, I think Halo would be like up there with all the PC games.
Definitely.
That's a perfect segue into talking about Halo 4, the game that you guys play. You know, when people were talking about, the pros were talking about it at MLG Dallas, right out of the box, that Halo 4 was smoother, it felt better. You know, even just the sandbox version of it felt really fun compared to even Halo Reach. What do you guys think Halo 4 did right, and what do you think that they did wrong in terms of they could have really picked up for the competitive scene? And is it too late for Halo 4? Can 343 do something about it?
One of the things that I really liked about Halo 4 is all of its mechanics. Comparing it to all of the other Halos, it has the best mechanics. It is the newest game, so of course they've had time to move it over. But that's the one thing that has on every other Halo. The movement, the jumping, the shooting, everything just registers so quickly. And that is why it's my favorite Halo. Of course it has its problems. The negative parts of it is there's stuff that we don't want as a Halo community, competitively anyway. We don't want instant respawn in most game types. That 343 implemented that after seeing COD do so well. But that was the one thing that made Halo separate from any other game, was the fact that you had your own settings. But now we can't really do that. There's other things like you can't drop the flag. The one thing that they didn't do well, 343, is they didn't make it as customizable as we thought it would be. If we could take off instant respawn and take off, we could drop the flag or something, I feel like a lot of Halo people, competitive Halo people, would still love this game.
The main thing, and this is like personal experience, I stream, I get thousands of people complaining and saying what they want, and like I've played Halo since the very first Halo. Like I know what it takes to make a good game, and Halo 4 and Halo Reach, like until very late in Halo Reach title, and Halo 4 is still early, like they flopped. Those two games flopped for multiple reasons. They're adding a lot of factors in the game that really a lot of players don't necessarily want. Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, no sprint at all, no armor abilities, and then you throw down armor abilities, sprint, bloom, and you're adding all these aspects that are customizable. Ryan touched on this. Like you need the most amazing, you need custom. Like you need to be able to take something off, add something, like join in session for Halo 4. And this is the main thing that Halo 4 on LAN is perfect. it's perfect. Shots register, the maps play perfectly. There's no lag. It's incredible. It's fun. It's entertaining, and it's competitive. But that's only good for so much. How many tournaments can we have in a month? How many tournaments can we have in 2 months? Like one maybe. But then you have the online gameplay, matchmaking, right? Absolutely huge. How do StarCraft players practice? Oh, hey, yo, you want to come? Damn it. That's fine. You want to come? You want to come over real quick? You want to fly across, the whole world to LAN with me and play? No. You have an amazing ranking system. You have an amazing matchmaking system, and that's not what Halo 4 has. Halo 4 has taken away ranks. It has taken away smaller maps, more competitive maps. The larger maps you have, like the harder it is to really have more intense, quick-paced action. Like that's completely taken away. That you can't turn off the lobby music. The music in the game of Halo 4 is so loud. There's also music in the game, like in the middle of a capture the flag. The second you grab the flag and capture it, throughout the entire game, you hear loud music that affects callouts, and it affects hearing people like shooting and people that are above you. And you should be able to turn that off. You should be able to just be able to customize how you want to play the game. And that's what Call of Duty has done. Call of Duty has literally catered to not only the competitive, but also, the casual player. And it's frustrating that the only thing we were asking for as Halo players in the Halo community for Halo Reach, when Bungie was doing Halo Reach for years, it was out for 2 years, almost 2.5. Please give us ranks, implement a ranking system, and it would have been fine because the settings were perfect after we took out Bloom, and it didn't happen. And then 343 picks it up, and then what do we have again? Credits. That we can buy helmets. That's great. I love my helmet, but I'm still getting matched up with average Joe 96371 who doesn't know how to shoot, and I'm playing with my team. They're gonna get crushed. They're not gonna have fun, and that completely destroys, someone who's like, hey buddy, you want to get on tonight? We don't play, but I want to have fun, and then they're getting destroyed, 60-0.
It's interesting that you bring that up because Rafa, a really famous FPS PC shooter, was saying almost the same exact thing. Not only do you need mechanics, but you need an arena for which people can be competitive, that people are motivated to compete. Do you think that's what makes it a good shooter? What are some of the other key ingredients you feel like makes an FPS game really compelling?
I mean, personally, from personal experience, playing Call of Duty, playing Halo, even playing Gears of War, it is implementing a ranking system and separating the playlists. Separating, if you want to play competitive, if you want to find out what competitive Halo is, competitive Gears is, competitive COD is, then you have the playlist that says competitive. Competitive. That means that the casual average Joe Schmo isn't going to be like, oh, let's play this, bro. We're going to destroy in this playlist. No, you separate the competitive from the casual, you cater to both, and that is what makes an FPS thrive. You listen to the people who have been there, who know what competitive is. You get pro input, not just 4 players, not just 3. You can maybe create a pro forum, if you will, that caters to the competitive side, and then maybe make another forum to the casual gamer. What would they like to see? What kind of pub matches would they like to play? Different game types, stuff like that. It's all about the developers, Treyarch 343, catering to the players. Because if you make the game that they want, they're gonna play it. They have no excuse not to play it if you give them what you want.
Great. So now let's move on to MLG picking up Call of Duty instead of Halo 4. They've announced it very recently. What are your thoughts about this? Was this a long time coming? And even more importantly, what are your thoughts on the game as well as the community compared to Halo?
Playing the game, it's really fun because it's challenging. Halo 4, I'll play it and I just love the feel of it. I can play competitive games. If we go in and scrim another team, I have a blast. I can play it for hours. But whenever I go into Call of Duty, I like the game, it's fun. But the most important thing is I'm playing versus people my skill level or slightly above it since I'm still fairly new to it. I'm trying to move up the ranks. So it's always going to be a fun game no matter what. But with them picking up Call of Duty, and the community, that's the word, community.
Yeah, there you go.
The COD community so far has been really welcoming. I have to give them props for that. And Halo, some COD people came over for MLG Dallas, and we had problems with them. For some reason, people went over and heckled him, watched them play, and just were laughing whenever they missed shots or something. And it was really immature of us. or immature. Some of us, the professional community, really liked it. But whenever we go over to Call of Duty, they know who we are. We've scrimmed or we played some teams in it. It's been really fun. But they always like, hey, good luck with the transition.
Every
Like, have
time.
fun. It's really amazing to see that in their community.
The Call of Duty being picked up by MLG, definitely a long time coming. Like, it really was. What the developer support was there pretty much from the very first time they introduced the game. When I saw the Call of Duty live stream, I think pretty sure it was on Treyarch's Twitch account, and they were like, and I just saw the viewers skyrocket at like 10 in the morning. Like 60,000 people were watching it. And what do they have there? They have Hastro, and they flew out, I'm pretty sure, 2 professional teams to play against each other. Like that, they wanted it. They wanted it more. Like the Call of Duty community and the Call of Duty developers wanted it more. They wanted it competitive. They wanted it to go in the long term, and that's what and I honestly, I'm not even upset because I still enjoy Halo 4. I also enjoy Call of Duty as well, and like they deserved it. Why would I want to push a game that I know technically right now, matchmaking wise, I mean, I haven't really seen tournaments, but matchmaking wise isn't better. Like Call of Duty is definitely more fun to play with your team because you know that you can play competitive, you can play in that league play, get gold or whatever the best rank is, diamond, platinum, master league, and play against some of the best players in the world. Whereas in Halo right now, you know, from a competitive standpoint and a chill standpoint, you know, it's not fun unless you play custom games, unless you get those competitive settings, which aren't implemented right now, you don't even have a playlist for the newest competitive settings that have been out for like almost 3 weeks. So, I mean, I say props to Call of Duty, and hopefully, you know, and it's not too late for Halo 4. It's what, 2-3 months the game's been out? There's so much time to create a perfect online matchmaking system for Halo 4.
Couldn't agree more, man. I really wish that both games could succeed in their own regards. So does that mean that you're not going to switch over to Call of Duty? You're going to try to ride out the Halo wave, play in other tournament circuits until the wave is over, and then make the switch? Or are you guys going to try to do both? What's the status with you guys playing Call of Duty? Because I see you guys stream it sometimes here and there. How are you guys approaching both games?
We really wanted to, when MLG started making the announcement, like Halo, like they're hinting Halo wasn't going to be on the circuit. Us Warriors, Goofy first made up the decision to try to play Call of Duty as well as Halo. If we do end up switching over to Call of Duty, which we haven't decided, there are still tournaments for Halo. Arena Gaming League, which is actually this weekend. We're going to. We're all here at the house, waiting to go. They're still going to hold tournaments for Halo, and they've already announced several tournaments that they're going to be holding. There's also some other tournaments, other possible tournaments. So even if we do switch over to Call of Duty, which we are contemplating right now, we're here talking about it.
Yeah.
We would still be a Halo team first. If there are any tournaments, if there's ever any competition in Halo, we'll stick to that. But right now, it's not looking so good.
Yeah.
Announcement-wise, but there's still possibilities.
Of course, you have to go where the money is. Like, we're professional gamers. Like, we say we're professional Halo players, but I mean, in the long run, we are professional gamers. We understand Halo to such a deep depth and such a deep understanding that, which is because we put the time into it. If we wanted to, if hypothetically Halo was dropped entirely, AGL, which it's not even close, but AGL drops it, everyone tweets about it, all the leagues are like, we'll never pick up Halo 4 until Halo 5. Then, yes, of course we'd go to Call of Duty, 100%, you know, full throttle. Like, I probably wouldn't play Halo ever again because it's where the money is. Like, this is our job. For a lot of us players, a lot of professional players out there, this is our job. And when Halo 4 was on the front, you know, like on this, like, oh my gosh, this might not be a tournament, so many professional Halo players jumped ship. And, like, they wanted to go to Call of Duty. They wanted to get a head start, if you will. And you can't blame them. It's a smart thing to do, which is why we've messed around on Call of Duty as a team. We've been practicing, but that's pretty much it. You know, we are definitely weighing both options. We plan on trying to play both games pretty much until, you know, see how we do on the first tournament for Call of Duty, which has already been released, MLG Dallas Call of Duty. So.
Do you think it's sustainable for Treyarch and Activision to keep releasing Call of Duties every year? Do you think that's going to be too much instability to the competitive scene?
Definitely. That's one of the main things That's one of the main things I've always complained about with Call of Duty. I'm a Halo player when it comes at heart always, and every Halo that's come out has been different in a good way. It's had its time. Every game has had its time, except for ODST, but that was like an expansion campaign kind of thing, not an online game. But like Call of Duty, that if they need to keep this title, they need to keep this title for at least 1 year, at the most. Maybe 3. It's a great game. They have spectator mode. They have great game types. They have great settings. And they also have great competition. They have great teams. There's no reason for them, and it's what they've done in the past, pump out a game every year. Like, whether it be a past game, you know, like a past warfare game, or whether they want to go super into the future game. Like, God knows what they're going to do next. But they've made a perfect game. They've made a perfect competitive game so far. Maybe not necessarily as entertaining that some people like to watch with Halo, but for Call of Duty players, fans, it's a perfect game right now. Maybe a couple more patches that they can update themselves without busting out a new title. I mean, that was one thing. That's one thing I'm always worried about with Call of Duty is the game. There's another game that comes out every single day, pretty much every day. That's what it feels like. Oh, you get the new Call of Duty? Oh yeah, the one that came out a week ago. I don't know. It's yeah. That's one thing I've always been afraid of with Call of Duty. I mean, it's pretty much it. I got us both.
All right, I want to ask you a couple of fun questions. Who was the first person you would team with if you weren't on Warriors?
Ooh.
For me, it'd be Heinz. He's been one of my players I've looked up to for many years. He's never wanted to team with me, but if I had a chance to, if we broke up for some reason, which we aren't.
Yeah, not even close.
Then it would be Heinz.
Honestly, it's awkward to say, but I would also pick either Richie Hines or I would say Formal just because of his raw skill. It's straight up, kid's a beast. No matter what game he plays, I've seen him. And it's his dedication. He plays the game so much, and that's one of the main things that's going to make a great team. Who plays the most? But as Ryan stated, like there has never been every argument that our team has ever been in is immediately settled as well as handled in like a mature fashion, and that's what you need with a team. So I mean, I really don't expect our team to break up anytime soon. So.
All right, I want to also ask, what was your nastiest play that you ever pulled off at a tournament?
Oh, okay. I got one. I was on the team straight ripping. It was me. It was myself, Mikwin, Naded, and Walshy. And we were playing against I don't remember the exact team, but it was we were down 4-1 in a Zealot flag. And it was in Halo Reach, and I went off. I literally went on a running riot with a sniper rifle, had almost 3 triple kills, and like single-handedly escorted the flag back every time we pulled it, and like came back to win that game 5-4, like on land at a tournament. By far my most memorable moment in Halo.
I thought you were gonna pick your 2-for-1.
No.
For me, I had an awesome play at AGO. It was lucky, where I turned around and no-scoped some guy. Scream stood up. It was funny. But from MLG, it had to be the 5-shot on Roy for the double. Roy has one of the best the best DMR out of any pro. That's what everyone says.
Everyone says it.
So in Halo Reach, I just got done getting a triple with rockets. I ended up finding another guy. I got him. He got me weak, and then I challenged Roy for a 5-shot, and
he was Ryan.
I was 1 shot. He needed to shoot me twice in the head, and I would have died. And I shot him 5 times.
And this was with Bloom. This was before the update. So when you were spamming your shots, shooting as fast as possible, after your second shot, like here's the reticle, and then like the Bloom would be like outside of it, so the shots weren't 100% accurate. And it was amazing. I watched it live. Like it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like everyone was like, oh, like the crowd just erupted. It was fantastic, man. Perfect moment.
All right. The last thing I want to give you guys a platform to give a message to the community, to the esports community, to people who play RTS like StarCraft, League of Legends, Dota, and also the people who play shooters. Do you have anything you want to make? This is your soapbox opportunity. You guys have the floor.
All right. And this is to every esports community as a whole. Okay, and this is more towards not pro players. This is definitely to the communities, the player. Like, stop bashing other games. Stop it. Stop going into stream. And like I understand it's a stream. People troll on the internet all the time, but it makes a huge deal. Don't go in if you are a Halo player, and then don't go into a COD stream and complain. Don't say, oh, COD is bad. I want to play Halo. No, stop. Play your game. You can support through specific websites. Same with League of Legends. League of Legends players, communities need to stop hating on StarCraft. StarCraft needs to stop hating on League of Legends. None of those games are going anywhere. They're gonna have tournaments forever, and like that, it just creates a negative energy. You don't hear basketball players, professional basketball players, NFL players that are like, basketball is a stupid sport. That's why I play football. No, they hold their own. They stay within the confines, confines? Yes, confines of their community. They only tweet at people or message people or talk to people that are talking to them about their profession. Like, no matter what, until I become a professional Call of Duty player and I can comment on Call of Duty and Halo, or I'm a professional StarCraft player and a professional League player, then you have no say. Like, just everyone needs to, like, literally, why can't we be friends? We are all esports. We are esports as a whole, okay? So we should support it as a whole. Right, dude? Like, that's like... Raise your hands, man. Hang on 1 second. Where's my lighter? I want to just light a fire right now, and we can all sing Kumbaya and just like love each other. Let's go. You gotta say something, dude. Just say something.
There's nothing to say to that. That was exactly what I was thinking as well. Just people need to be friends. Esports still isn't even anywhere close to any other sport in the world right now. So if we can all come together under the same title as esports instead of StarCraft or
FPS.
League of Legends or FPS, yeah, well, then it'll just benefit everyone extremely.
Yeah, like, I mean, and this is just, in the future, like ESPN, like, let's do like a dodgeball kind of thing, like ESPN 8 The Ocho, like like esports online. It's just all esports. Like on Mondays it's FPS, Tuesdays it's real-time strategy, League of Legends, StarCraft, Wednesdays it's Call of Duty. Like that would be the sickest thing ever. I'd watch that. I mean, and websites like Twitch TV and the same thing. Twitch TV, Own TV, they're already kind of doing that, but it's online. So I mean, I just think I'm excited. I'm excited for the future. Esports isn't going anywhere. It's only showing signs. Riot Games is pretty much like set the tone. They've set the bar. Like here's the bar, and like they've like raised it. Like here's the bar now for esports. And they're the best developers out there. Honestly, hands down right now. So, cheers.
Cheers, man. Thank you so much for all your words. You guys have any shout-outs, thank yous, and also ways to your self-promotions, like so that way we can follow you for more information?
Definitely. Ryan, go first.
Thanks to everyone who supported me on my stream, twitch.tv/Ryanoob. Also, twitter.com/Indian_Ryanoob. It's been a good ride right now so far, and I couldn't have done it without the community, without everyone coming to my stream or tweeting to me about things that I've done, funny things that have happened. I don't know, just the overall community. It wouldn't have been as much fun. I mean, I'm not really in it for the money, just like most people are. I have my money. I don't need it. It's mostly just for the fun and the competitiveness of the game.
Okay. That was beautiful, man. All right, I want to shout out to all my Twitter followers / fans on Twitch TV, my stream, twitch.tv/ninja. It's a / by the way. forward / I don't know which slash it is. And then also my Twitter at Ninja RTB, no spaces, underscores, none of that. Shout out to my current sponsor, My Nutrition, and I mean just everyone that supports esports, man. I love when people come in and they like my passion to the game and they just compliment on how I play the game, not the game I'm playing. So shout out to everyone that literally is. Yeah, no, and my teammates, of course, because that's probably going to be in there. To my team, Ryan, Faisal, and Legit. So.
Shut up. All right, thank you so much, guys, for joining us. Good luck in all your future endeavors.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.